First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the Most High. Yahushai is the Son of the Most High, the true names of the Most High, and His only begotten Son. Again, Yahweh is the Most High. Yahushai is the Son of the Most High, the true names of the Most High and the Son. Right, in this lesson, it's really going to be focusing on this knowledge of the truth. These scriptures is greater than any knowledge, in the world, if you will. Because you have many religions, many so-called secrets, mysteries, that the world will consider knowledge, consider valuable, but nothing is more valuable, nothing is more precious than His word, than His truth. And yeah, that's really the highlight of this video. It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom." Right, because you have, in the world, you have, people who study, ancient civilizations, study, other so-called, false religions and stuff like that. Ancient secrets. You have Stoics, you have philosophers, if you will, who study philosophy, who consider certain philosophies be wisdom or knowledge, which is really not wisdom or knowledge or anything like that. But and let not the wise man glory in his wisdom. It says, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches. But let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me. Right, so glory in that you understand the Lord and know Him. Glory that you know the name. Know the name of His Son and the Father, which ultimately the name has been somewhat forgotten by the world, but has now been recovered by a remnant. The remnant is now calling upon that name. Right, even this knowledge, for a long time, these this knowledge, or not the knowledge, but these scriptures or the mysteries and the revealing of these mysteries has been concealed. But the seals of the book has been opened, meaning now Israel have that understanding. Now Israel have that knowledge, which is the greatest thing that you have, man. This is the real thing that elevates you. Knowing the Lord. Understanding the Lord. Right, that's the greatest elevation, man. That's the greatest strength you can have, man. It says, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. We know the true power, man. And how we know the true power? Because we know His Son. Right, we seen the Son, man. We seen Yahushai. And how we seen it? We seen that doctrine, that sound doctrine, that true knowledge, if you will, that knowledge. And by seeing it, understanding it, receiving it, we see the Father, man. Because no man could go to the Father except He go to the Son. The only way you can go to the Father is by going to going to the Son, man. Yahweh Shai, he's the way, the door, the life. If you don't see the Son, then you don't see the Most High. Right, let's get Colossians. Get Colossians chapter 1 verse 9. It says, for this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you. And this is the epistle of Paul, written to the Colossians. It says, and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his will. It says, let me read it again. It says, and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his will. Through this AA, these words are life. The scriptures are life, man. The knowledge of Yahweh Shai is life. And if you don't know his will, if you don't have the knowledge of his will, man, hey, as it's written, man, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. So this knowledge is going to be the strength of your salvation, man. Having the knowledge of his will, of the Lord's will, that's the strength of your salvation. That's how you get saved, man. These scriptures, the scriptures is able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith in Yahweh Shai, man. Let's get that. Let's get 2 Thessalonians real quick. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 15. It says, and from a child, it's like it says, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures. These words in the book, in the Bible. It says, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Mashiach Yahweh Shai. So these scriptures is able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Mashiach Yahweh Shai. The scriptures talking about the Bible, Colossians chapter 1 verse 9. It says, and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding, that ye might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing. What it means unto all pleasing mean walking, in a manner, walking worthily, if you will, that will please the Lord, man. Because if you walk worthily as a believer, and all those that walk worthily, all the saints that walk worthily are pleasing the Lord, man. First, you need the knowledge of his will, that you may know how to walk, know what to do, know what not to do. Because this is a straight and narrow path, if you will. Which when you go into that word straight, or narrow, if you will, if I'm not mistaken, it goes into strict. In fact, let's get it in the into etymology dictionary. narrow means strict. When you go into the word narrow, it goes into limited, petty, or causing difficulty, right? Which this is a difficult walk. Also goes into strict or severe. You know? So this is a strict walk, man. Where there's many stumbling blocks. Can't turn to the left hand. Can't turn to the right hand. You gotta go straight. You know? It says being fruitful. Verse 10 says being fruitful in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of God. You know? Increasing in the knowledge of God. Let's get jump down to verse 26. Even a mystery which have been hid from ages. So these mysteries have been hid from ages, from a lot of generations. Where I say this, to hell with those diverse philosophies out there in the world. This knowledge should be the only thing you should strive for. For as it is written, strive for the truth unto death. Loosely paraphrasing probably. You know, it says, even a mystery which have been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. That's why you have to that's why it's, you know, so important, if you will, to bow your ear unto understanding. You know, that's why it's so important to attend to the elder apostles on down, to the teachers, to the watchmen, to the fellow believers, you know, in GMS. Why? Because the mysteries have been made manifest, revealed onto the saints, man. And I sincerely believe that the men at GMS speak the truth, man. Now, I don't speak for them all, but for some of them, a lot of them. That's why it's so important to attain knowledge, attain to wise counsel. In fact, it'll tell you that in the book of Proverbs. You know, attain unto wise counsel. Because for you have many prophets, teachers, and watchmen. You know? It says, to whom God would make known what is the riches of his glory, of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Mashiach in you, the hope of glory, whom we preach, warning every man. You know, it says, whom we preach, warning every man, and teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Mashiach Yahushua. So when you are taught the truth, if you will, you know, there's a chance that you may be able to be presented, you know, perfect. You know? Let's get let's get this. Salaki.